So there are two pictures that stand out for me with regards to the greatest photographs in space. The first one is this one. It's not well known to people except for one particular area of it, known as the pale blue dot, but essentially this is a portrait of the solar system. When Voyager reached the end of its mission and was headed for interstellar space, NASA turned the camera of the probe around to face the sun, and it took several pictures of all of the planets, well, all the ones that it could see. And this took place in February 1990. Voyager 1 was about 6 billion kilometres from Earth when it took these pictures, and the planets could barely be made out. Unfortunately, Mars and Pluto were too small to be recorded, and Mercury was lost in the glare of the sun. But I take it we've all seen this at some point in our lives. The pale blue dot. As for why it's one of the greatest photographs, if not the greatest, I'm going to quote Carl Sagan. Look at that dot. That's home. That's here. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering. Thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, investor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. And the other candidate for the greatest space photograph is this one, the Hubble Ultra Deep Field. From September 2003 to January 2004, the Hubble Space Telescope was pointed at an area of space that was always presumed to be completely empty. It spent those months zoomed in on this area of space and taking one photograph, and this was the result. Every single speck of light that you see here is not a star. It's an entire galaxy, many of which will be bigger than our Milky Way galaxy. And every single galaxy will have tens of millions of stars in them. And many of them will have planets around them. And the reason why I say this is also one of the greatest pictures ever taken is because it puts into context just how massive the universe is and how insignificant we are as a species on the grand scheme of things. And then there's the extreme deep field, which is concentrating on a very specific area of the ultra deep field. And just to put it into perspective, this area of the sky is a fraction the size of the full moon in the sky. And this is what it saw.